Welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's session we will be working on Excel chapter 5 simulation training. I will guide you step by step. You can easily understand the instructions and complete your simulation training without any confusion. If you need any help with MyLab IT assignments, quizzes, simulation exam or a complete course, you can contact me anytime on my WhatsApp and email. My contact details are available in the description and also shown on my laptop screen. I will provide you full support for accounting, finance, Excel, Word, PowerPoint, MS Access, computer science courses, mathematics, stats, economics, writing, programming languages like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, PHP, Python, Java, C++, and website development using different frameworks and CMS like WordPress, Webflow, Wix and other CMS and frameworks. You can also contact me for your complete course at very reasonable price with A+ grades guaranteed. Now let's start the today's simulation training and go through it step by step. Here is question number 1. The question number 1 is sort the data by discipline and then by area, both in alphabetical order. Basically in this question you will have to sort the data by discipline and then by area, both in alphabetical order. Simply you can go to the data tab, then click on sort button, and sort by drop down you can select first by discipline, then click on add level, and then you can select this drop down by area, click on area, then sort alphabetical order. The next part is use the subtotal feature to sum the number of wholesale sales, retail sales and total book sales by discipline. Basically in this question you will have to sum the number of wholesale sales, retail sales and total book sales by discipline. If you have any trouble with your exam or simulation training, you can also contact me for your complete course. You can contact me on my WhatsApp and email. My contact details are available in the description and also shown on my laptop screen. First we click on the data tab, then go to the outline, click on total book sales, wholesales. You can check this. Total sales, retail sales by discipline, then click OK. Question number 1 are completed now. Now move to the next question. Question number 2. Leave the existing subtotal values and add a second level subtotal for area. Simply you can click on outline, then select this option, then add a second level subtotal, click on area, then press OK. Question number 2 are completed now. Now move to the next question. Question number 3. Collapse the table to show the grand totals only. You can click on this option, collapse these table and only show the grand totals. You can see that the grand totals are here: sales, wholesales, sales, all the values are here. Next is expand the table to show the grand and discipline totals. In this question you will have to show only the grand totals of discipline. Click on this. Question number 3 are completed now. Now move to the next question. Question number 4. If you have any trouble with your simulation exam or a complete course, you can contact me anytime on my WhatsApp and email. My contact details are available in the description and also shown on my laptop screen. The next question is, use the auto outline feature to group the columns. You can click on the outline, then click on the group, then auto group, then press OK. Modify existing outline, then press OK. The next is collapse the total book sales. In this question you will have to collapse the total book sales column or data. You can select this, collapse these. Question number 4 are completed now. Now move to the next question. Question number 5. Create a pivot table using the sum of total book sales by discipline. Recommended pivot table. Basically in this question you will have to create a pivot table using the sum of total book sales by discipline, and then use recommended pivot table. First we go to the insert tab, then go to the recommended pivot table, click on this, and then you can choose recommended sum of unit price or sum of units sold way, sum of total book sales. Here is the pivot table, sum of total book sales. You can select this, then press OK. The pivot table are shown on new sheet, sheet number 1. Rename the new sheet as pivot tables. Simply you can right click on this sheet and go to the rename section, then rename this pivot table. The next is assign the name total book sales to the pivot table. You can go to the pivot table, analyze, then go to the pivot table. You will have to write a name. You will remove the default text pivot table 2, then you can add the pivot table name. Question number 5 are completed now. Now move to the next question. Question number 6. Drag the addition field to the columns area in the pivot table. Basically in this question you will have to drag the addition field to the column area. On the right side, as you can see that pivot table fields, simply you can drag the addition field to the column area. First you can choose the addition field. Here is the addition field. Simply you can drag and down to the column. As you can see that the data are reflected based on this addition. And the next part is add the copyright field to the display as a new row between the discipline and book title field in the row area. You can go to this section, copyright, then drag into the rows. The next is expand the engaging depth discipline to display copyright years and book titles in the pivot table. Expand the aging depth pivot table, aging depth. Question are completed now. Now move to the next question. Question number 7. Question number 7 is remove the addition field from the pivot table. In this question you will have to remove the addition field, you can click on this drop down, then remove this field. Remove the book title field from the pivot table. Simply you can remove the book title field from the pivot table. You can go to this, then click on rows drop down, book title. You can find the field book title. This is a book title, then click on this and then remove field. The next is move the copyright field to the columns area. Then move the copyright field to the column area. Simply you can select the copyright field to the column area on this. Question number 7 are completed now. Now move to the next question. Question number 8. Question number 8 is click cell B5 and use the value of field settings dialog box to type the custom name sales by discipline for the values. Apply accounting number format with 0 decimal places. Basically in this question you will use cell B5 and use the value of field setting dialog box to type the custom name sales by discipline. Simply you can click on this field sales by discipline. You can type a custom name sales by discipline. Sales by discipline. Then apply accounting number format with 0 decimal places. Number format, click on this accounting number, then you can select the 0 decimal places and press OK. Then press OK. Type discipline in cell A4. You can go to the cell A4 and then type discipline. This is a cell A4. You can type discipline. Type copyright year in cell B3. In B3 you can type copyright year. Apply center horizontal alignment to the range B4 to F4. Simply you can select the range B4 to F4, then apply center horizontal, then go to the home tab, then alignment section, click on center center alignment. Question are completed now. Now move to the next question. Question number 9. Question number 9 is, in cell B1 in the box data sheet, enter the get pivot data function to cell F14 in the pivot table sheet. Basically in this question you will have to enter a get pivot data function in cell F14. You can go to the cell F14 and then cell F8 to pivot data sheet. The next is change the retail price rate to 125% in cell J1 in the box data worksheet. Basically in this question you will have to change the retail price rate 125% instead of 130% in cell J1 in the book data worksheet. As you can see that the J1 are showing the value of 130%. Simply you can remove this value and type 125% in this cell. The next part is refresh the pivot table. Click on this, then go to the data tab, then you can click on refresh all, then refresh all, the pivot table are refreshed now. The next part is view cell B1 in the box data sheet to see the updated results. View cell B1 in the books data sheet to see the updated result. You can go to the book data sheet. Questions are completed now. Now move to the next question. Question number 10. Question number 10 are, use the addition field as a filter for the pivot table and display only first and second additions. Basically in this question you can use the addition field as a filter for pivot table. You can simply drag and down to this filter section addition, and you can select the value, select multiple items, and select one, and you can select first and second. Set the copyright year filter to display only 2024 and 2025. And click on this copyright filter. You can only select 2024 and 2025 as a filter. Question number 10 are completed now. Now move to the next question. Question number 11. Question number 11 are here. Insert a slicer for the discipline field. You can go to the insert tab, then click on slicer, then click on discipline, then press OK. You can see that the slicer are inserted. The next is display two columns of buttons in the slicer. Set the button width to 1.5 inches and set the slicer height to 2 inches. Close any open task panes. You can select the slicer, then go to the slicer tab in the column section. Display two columns, you can select two columns. Then set the button width to 1.5 inches. In width section you can type 1.5 and set the slicer height to 2 inches. In the height section you can type simply 2. Apply the light blue slicer style dark one style to the discipline slicer. Basically in this question you will have to apply a light blue color and slicer style dark one to this slicer. You can select slicer. In the slicer tab, click on this and you can choose the light blue slicer style. As you can see that the slicer color are changed. Cut the slicer and paste it in cell F1. First we cut the slicer using the shortcut Ctrl X, then paste it. Question number 11 are completed now. Now move to the next question. Question number 12. Question number 12 are here. Create a calculated field name, author, royalties that multiplies the total book sales field by 1. Basically in this question you will have to create a calculated field name, author, royalties. You can go to the pivot table analyzer. You can go to the calculation section, click on this drop down and then you can select the calculated item. Then write a name, author, royalties that multiplies the total book sales field by 1. Then the formula section, total book sales, insert field, then multiply with 0.1, then press OK. The next is use the value of field setting to type the custom name, author's royalties for the calculated field. In this question you will have to type a name for this calculated field, author's royalties. You can go to the pivot table analyzer, then click on field setting, then custom name you can type author's royalties for the calculated field, authors royalties, then press OK. Question are completed now. We have now completed 12 questions of this simulation training. If you need any help with the remaining questions or want me to handle your complete course, you can contact me anytime on my WhatsApp and email. My contact details are available in the description and also shown on my laptop screen. I will provide you full support for all types of assignments, quizzes, simulation exam or a complete course. I have successfully handled courses for the students from Canada, USA and many other countries. If you need any help with this task or your complete course, feel free to reach out to me. You can also contact me for your complete course at very reasonable price with A+ grades guaranteed. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel.